Hey there, my friends. This is Kathleen from Be Again Books, and I'm back today with another finished journal. I wanted to squeeze in a Halloween journal before I continue with autumn and Thanksgiving and gratitude journal. Maybe I haven't made a real Halloween journal for a long time, but so many years ago, I did a lot of swapping, and I have so many cute Halloween things, and I just wanted to do one. So this is what I've come up with. I've used this really pretty orange Reader's Digest cover, and I've done this pretty collage here on the front. Yeah, I've used some images from a vintage children's songbook, a song for Halloween, and done my bead closure. It's got 2 signatures and some really fun children like things inside. Let's see what I've got. This is the first page. This was a fun Halloween card, and I've just used it here for this big pocket and have a little journaling paper. And on this side, I've got this really fun orange sari silk on this flip tag. And I use this yellow paper to kind of balance these eyes here. I thought that looked good. Here's a page from the children's songbook. This is a fun image from Ideals magazine. I've just made a journal card with that. Here's a fun Graphics Fairy image, retro. My Halloween memories are really sweet from when I was a little girl. We always had a great Halloween carnival at our school. And yeah, so this just reminds me these little retro children. It's really sweet. And my own memories of my children when they were young. I loved Halloween, making costumes for them, and yeah. This is another pretty Halloween card. This is embossed. Don't know if you can see that. Yeah. I've done this kind of stenciling throughout and some stamping. This was just a fun piece of woven ribbon, I think, wreath ribbon, and I just made it into a kind of a little belly band. And this is a vintage calendar page, and I just put a little tab on it. This was in a swap years and years ago from someone. This is a really pretty image from the Graphics Fairy that I've used here. Stamping. This is from a children's book, origami. I've done some mixed media printing there. You can write over the top. Isn't she a sweet little witch? This is from my desk calendar, Halloween, 1938. Yeah. This was also a pretty image from the Graphics Fairy. It's a hospital, a vintage hospital. Yeah. I thought it looked kind of Halloween-ish. There's that cat again. and origami directions how to fold the spider. Oh, I loved making this tag. I think that's a pretty vintage book page image, and I've just done lines there in the back. Here's the other part of that image. Some vintage magazine page, and this is also an image from the Graphics Fairy. This little witch and her cat. Some vintage ephemera. This is from a fly leaf from a book, and it's just stuck together, so that would be fun to journal on. This is fancy around the page. It's a greeting card, and I just thought that was so sweet. Yeah. So journaling on the inside. And then this is, I made these little butterflies with wings kind of flutter. And there's a secret pocket here. And that just fits around there. And I've got this fancy bow with sari silk. There's a flip out, some vintage ledger. It's a little, this was also in a swap that came to me. This is a blank stamp page. This is just a fun little die cut that I thought would look cute in here. Some bats and another little tag. Again, I have these little pins at the bottom to hold everything in. This is a vintage bingo card. I remember playing bingo at the Halloween carnival when I was little. Yeah, and then you'd get some kind of a prize if you won. It's pretty autumn butterflies. It's a pocket. This is some vintage note paper from the Walton Fruit Company, and vintage notebook paper. It's got some notes on it, but the other side is blank. And I, on purpose, have left these tops. Better turn that around. Yeah. Here's another pretty Halloween image, and I've done some embossing. A little calendar notebook page, and then just a journaling paper. This is another fun card, Halloween card, and I fussy cut this gentleman out, and I've just made him into a little belly band. So, a little card in the back. I was going to put a pocket on these pages, but I just thought that would look really nice with a Halloween photo. Yeah, so I left it. Here's another fun greeting card and another little pocket on inside. Vintage music page. This is from a coloring book, and I have coffee dyed it. I thought that crow looked really seasonal. There's a little bit of paper, and I tried to do a shadow print here, a stamp, and I think it turned out pretty good. I didn't try it again though. Here's Corner Cupboard Antiques in Youngstown, Ohio. This is just a little, I think it's a coaster, and I've just tied it on there. It's a little corner tuck, and this is just some kind of a journal card that was in my swap years ago. Pack of Fun, I remember those. And then I've just put a little strip of washi on there. It's a fun image here. Here's a little side pocket and another greeting card that I've made into a journal card. Here's the other side of that pretty paper, and a vintage index card, and this is Texas Gold stamp book page, and I just have put some vintage ledger to journal on. This was also in a swap years ago, and I'm talking maybe 6 or 7, almost 8 years ago maybe. Anyway, we used to do swaps on Junk Journal Junkies. So this is a little bag, party bag, and I've just done this hinge with some sari silk, and somehow that, yeah, I was just pulling on the wrong thing. And here, this is a jelly print that I did some time ago, and that would look good with writing on it. So I thought I would put that in here. And this is a little layered pocket. So I love this image, and some Halloween-ish paper. A tag that goes there in the back. Put this little brad there, and a rainy day, and another sweet little image. It's peekaboo there. And the last pocket just has a couple of coloring pages that have been in my stash, again, probably from a swap. And just some Halloween coloring. And again, those stick up out of the book, just deliberate. I did want to show you in the center of this signature, I have these little skulls on the strings. And that's my Halloween journal this year. I will list this on Etsy, so look for a link below. And I realize Halloween is not everyone's cup of tea, but it'll be there. And I'm grateful for your interest, and I'll see you again with a new project.